Hello everyone and welcome to the next session of Core Java. In this session, we will discuss about inheritance. So let's get started with basic understanding of inheritance. What is inheritance? Inheritance is one of the object-oriented programming concept. It is the process where one class will acquire the properties. The properties will be methods and fields of another class. And inheritance allows us to implement reusability. Now, what is reusability? When we have any existing code, a good developer must think that whether I can reuse the existing code or not. That way, we will not have any type of redundancy or repetition of the code. Now, reusability can be implemented in two ways. One way is has a relationship, another way is a relationship. Has a relationship means what? When one entity is part of another entity, then it is termed as has a relationship. Example, say for example, I have two classes, employee class and address class. Address class has fields like say city, pin code, area, like that, the details of address. Employee class I'm defining, and in that employee class, I need to specify details about the address of employee. So what I can do is in employee class, I can define all the fields. Again, city, pin code, area, etc. Or as address class is already there, which can be represented for the address value basically, can be reused, and I can declare a field of type address in employee class. So that is nothing but has a relationship. So instead of again defining those fields and its related functionality in employee class, I can reuse the existing class. This way we have avoided the redundancy. Second way is what? Is a relationship. Is a relationship means kind of relationship. When one entity is kind of another entity, then it can reuse the properties of existing entity and add new features to it. This is nothing but is a relationship. One entity is another entity, kind of another entity, right? In this way, we are again implementing reusability because I'm reusing the existing code. Let's take an example. Say, I have a calculator application which is developed and executing fine. What a calculator is doing currently? Plus, minus, divide, modulus, equal to. All these basic operations are implemented in this calculator application and they are executing absolutely fine. Now, I need to develop scientific calculator. When I say I need to develop scientific calculator, what I'm going to have in that? I will be having some advanced features like say trigonometric operations or root calculation, cube root calculation, square calculation, log related calculations, right? So these will be the features of scientific calculation. But when we say these will be the features of scientific calculator, obviously that scientific calculator must be able to perform basic operations as well. So I have two options. One is start from the scratch, define basic operations as well as advanced operations for scientific calculator, or reuse the basic functionality from calculator and extend the functionality which will be scientific calculator. This is what we can do. So this can be implemented through easer relationship. That is nothing but inheritance. But how I will be able to do that? First, I will have to check whether there is easer relationship available or not, or applicable or not. So how we will check whether a scientific calculator is a calculator? If the answer is yes, that means we can implement this reusability through easer relationship, that is nothing but inheritance. Obviously, if I will ask a question that whether employee is address or address is employee, answer is no. So I cannot go for inheritance or reusability over here. Another scenario is like car is a vehicle, cat is an animal, right? Laptop is a computer. So these are examples of inheritance. In inheritance, there are certain terms. Classes will inherit themselves from other classes. So the class which is inherited is termed as superclass, parent class, or base class. And the class which is inheriting or acquiring the properties of other class is termed as subclass, child class, or derived class. So this is all about inheritance. From next session, we will start the implementation as well. Thank you.